Cutters are coming from, and then where they're going to, so they can close out on those shooters as well. And then for the Monarchs, they got the height advantage. They got to make sure they're blocking out and use that height advantage underneath the basket to get things going on offense and on defense to make sure that they can get back to their offensive set on those rebounds. That's what I have for these two teams.
All right. The Monarchs start the game with the basketball. They go left to right on your radio dial on those Road Navy jerseys, white numbers, silver trim. Panthers in their home of white jerseys, navy numbers, and the gold trim as Keaton working hard out front defensively. Now they get the ball down to Schulte. Schulte, top of the key with it, bounce pass to Seib. Seib inside shot, no good by Lang, rebounded by Ty Sides, his first rebound. As the Panthers bring it back right to left on your radio dials. Ty bounces out to Keaton. Kagan, bounce pass to Ford, inside for Johnson. Johnson, right block shot, no good, gets stuck in the cleavage, and it will be TMP basketball. It's nice having a guy that's 6'6" out there. Is Worth just kind of casually jumped up there and tipped it.
Normally they'd be going after a broom or something. Nope, he just, right there, just right out of it. So you're right, nice to have someone that's 6'6" out there able to get up there and get that out of there.
So it is going to be Panther basketball as Sides has it. Top the key three for Ty. He buries it.
A little step back for Ty as he was able to get the gap that he needed to pull that trigger. Drops that in, nothing but net.
So it makes it 3-0. Phillipsburg strikes first with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Lang has it left, or top of the key to the right wing to Schulte. Now the left side to Seib. Bounce pass down to Lang in the left corner. Inside for Worth. Out to Wintling. Wintling drives all the way in, hands it off to Seib, right wing. Seib drives into the paint, bounce pass out to Lang. Lang swings it around to Wintling, right corner. He drives in, dribbles back out to the right wing, picks up his dribble there, out front to Schulte. Jackson Schulte swings around to Seib, down to the left corner to Lang. Lang going to drive left baseline, underneath for Worth, layup, good.
Great little leave off for Worth as Worth, once again, using his height advantage underneath the basket. Just nice little bounce pass to him up along the backboard.
3-2. Phillipsburg leads by 1, 6:23 left to go in the first quarter. Ford now to Keaton. Keaton left wing on the dribble, looks inside. Now kicks it back out front to Ford. Joel calls out the offense. Now to Johnson at the left elbow. Fakes the handoff, kicks it back out front to Ford. They swing it down to Keaton, right wing. Kagan on the dribble. Fires up the three. It's good.
Kagan dribbling around. His defender steps off a little bit to see what he's going to do. Able to get the trigger pulled and knocks down another three for the Panthers.
Bryce Seib gets called for the double dribble, so the ball goes back to the Panthers as the Panthers lead by 4, 6-2. 5:56 left to go in this first quarter. Ty has it to Jeremy Ford. Fakes left, goes right, pump fakes. And going to get called for the travel as he just switched that pivot foot as he was trying to get around the outstretched arms of Dylan Worth.
And that's going to be a task to do all night long for these post players for the Panthers is Worth. Able to kind of make everything blocked up underneath it on the low block.
Lang has it left wing, out to the right wing to Schulte, down to the right corner to Seib. And a foul going to be called. Foul's on Devin Johnson, his first Panthers team foul.
As Johnson, unfortunately, he's got the task of trying to guard Worth underneath the basket, so just kind of get a push-off foul against Worth.
Worth double-teamed at the right block. That means the TMP Monarch is open. Seib can't capitalize. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford, his first rebound of the ball game. 6-2. Phillipsburg leads by 4. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter. Ford has it out front to Keaton, right wing. Keaton looks inside for Johnson, now puts the ball in the court around to Joel Ford, top of the key. Gets a screen from Jeremy out front. Joel drives in to Keaton, right corner. Keaton finds an opening towards the basket, and a foul going to be called. First team foul on TMP. Foul's going to be on Bryce Seib. Heard the ref say hand check, so that's what we'll call it, hand checking.
That is exactly what it was as Keaton got around him a little bit. He had the hand right there in the hip, gave him a little push, and got that hand check going.
Sides looking to inbound, has to go to Ford as Joel tracks it down just before going backcourt. He's in the center circle, one-handed pass to Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Sides. Ty works against Lucas Lang, left wing, pump fakes. And they're going to lose it off of his foot out of bounds. They're going to say it was actually off of Lucas Lang's foot, so will be Panther basketball. 5 minutes exactly left to go in the first. And Phillipsburg leads by 4, 6-2. Sides inbounds to Keaton, left corner. Keaton hands it off to Ford. Ford back to Keaton. Keaton drives in, down to Jeremy Ford on the right baseline. He fakes right, goes inside for Johnson. Johnson turnaround shot too hard, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Schulte. Schulte quickly up the court, now to Seib, around to the left side to Whitling. Whitling back out front to Schulte, three, no good. Rebound, fought for, and Whitling saves it in. Worth picks it up, no good. Rebounded by Joel Ford. 6-2. Joel Ford to the basket, blocked out of there by Schulte, and it will remain a Panther basketball. Into the ball game, going to be Cade Harris. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Bryce Seib takes his seat. Also coming in, going to be Gavin Unrein. He's a 5'11 junior. Whitling also takes a seat for the Panthers. Ethan Leidig and Ethan Miller both come in. Kagan Keaton and Devin Johnson both take a seat. 4:24 left to go in the first. Signs gets the inbounds pass. He's in the paint. Picks up his dribble. Gets the pass. The defense no good. Rebounded by Dylan Worth, his first. Quickly up the court to Schulte. Down to the left wing to Unrein. Around to Harris. Harris top of the key. Back to Unrein, left wing. Out front goes the basketball to Lang. Around to Schulte, left wing. Schulte back out to Harris, top of the key. Harris drives to the left elbow. Back out to Unrein. Unrein swings around to Lang, right wing. Down to the right corner to Harris. They look inside for Worth. Get it to him behind the defense up, and he'll head to the free throw line. Second team foul on the Panthers. And see who they call this one on. They're going to say Jeremy Ford, his first.
Nice little lob pass to get that up to Worth as Dylan Worth had his hand straight up in the air. Just give it up to me high. That's what the TMP Monarchs went and done. Got it to him high, went up for the shot, and just got fouled.
So, going to be Kagan Keaton into the ball game as Worth hit the first one, his third. Point of the ball game. Devin Johnson back in as well. Jeremy Ford going to take a seat. 6-3. Phillipsburg leads by 3. 3:53 left to go in the first as Worth high arcing shot off the glass and good. He's got 4 points now. Makes it, well, he's got all 4 points for TMP. As Sides has it to Leidig. Leidig out front to Miller. Miller swings it around to Keaton. Keaton looking inside for Johnson. Can't quite get it to him. Sides has it now. To call out the offense. Sides down to the left wing to Miller. Miller down to Leidig, left corner. Leidig out to Miller, left wing. Back out front to Keaton. 3:25 left to go in the first quarter. They get it inside for Miller. Miller shot blocked by Worth. Worth into the hands of Unrein. Unrein quickly up the court, down to the right corner to Harris. Schulte fires up the three. That one rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Ty Sides, his second. Keaton has it down to the right wing. Picks up his dribble there out front to Sides with 3:05 left to go. Ty spike line three. That one rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Schulte. Schulte quickly up the court. They give it to Unrein. We did the play-in game before the tournament. And Unrein had a huge game against Smith Center. He's now got 2 points as Jackson Schulte gets the assist.
Good quick action between both teams here, going back and forth, up and down quickly, finding some quick shots. Finally, one of them able to get something to fall for him.
2:46 left to go here as Worth and Lang take a seat for TMP. Just give you a quick rundown here. Leidig, Ford, that's Joel Ford, Ethan Miller, Kagan Keaton, and Devin Johnson for the Panthers. Cade Harris, Gavin Unrein. Also out there is Bryce Seib, Jace Wentling, and Jackson Schulte for the Monarchs.
Got the spin and
Dylan Worth on the court. All of a sudden, Ethan Miller is like, hey,
he got the height now, so I can go to work in that.
Lucas Lynn way off the no good on the pass as it is going to be Panther basketball as they now lead 10-6. Ty Sides back into the ball game. 2:07 left to play in the first quarter. Devin Johnson going to take his seat. So it's Leidig, Keaton, Sides, Miller, and Joel Ford for the Panthers. As Bryce Seib follows Ty Sides everywhere Ty goes, so does Bryce Seib. 2:02 left to go in the first as Keaton was looking backdoor for Ford, just out of Joel's reach that time. Right idea, but Joel just couldn't quite track that one down. Keaton had a little too much on it, led him just a little too far that time.
That was a great look to catch him, though, cutting the back door as he had a wide open lane going towards the basket. Just like you said, led him just a little too much.
Looks like something the Panthers may be able to come back to later on in the ball game as the Monarchs have it. They kick it out front to Lucas Lang. Puts up the floater over Miller, misses it to the right, no good. Rebounded by Ty Sides. Ty ahead to Keaton. Keaton, left wing, drives all the way down to the baseline. He works against Unrein there, kicks out to Sides. Ty wide open for three, rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Jace Wentling, his second. Side quickly ahead to Harris. Harris backside pass for Unrein, up and good. What great action that time by the TMP Monarchs.
Great ball movement there by the Monarchs to catch the backdoor cut there, able to get the layup off of it.
Sides to the left wing to Keaton. Keaton hands it off to Ford, left wing. Ford top of the key with it on the dribble, working against Unrein. Now to Leidig. Leidig back to Ford left side. A minute left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads. There it is. This time Ford finds Keaton, and Keaton will head to the free throw line. So basically the same play. This time they were able to connect.
That was exactly the same play pretty much. Keaton doing his job, kind of starts cutting up door, then all of a sudden just goes back court real quick. Gets a nice bounce pass, goes up as he has in traffic, and gets fouled as he goes up in the air.
Kagan Cater hit the first one. Dylan Worth back into the ball game. Jace Whitling takes a seat. Cade Harris takes a seat. Jackson Schulte back into the ball game. 56.8 seconds left to go in the first. Phillipsburg leads by 2, 10-8. Second one for Keaton is good. Keaton's now got 4 points. Bryce Side brings it up the court. As TMP works the offense around to Schulte. Down to the right corner to Side. 45 seconds counting left to go in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads by 3, 11-8. Unrein with it. Down to the right wing. He works against Keaton. Splits the defense. Right block up and count. They're going to call a charge. Ethan Miller stood there like a tree. Had his hands up in the air and everything. Took that hit right in the chest. Draws the charge.
Great job there by Miller, staying in where he needs to. Gets the charge called as he was kind of behind his own guy. All of a sudden the lane parted, and there he was. Took the charge right in the chest, like you said.
11-8. Phillipsburg leads by 3. Ford has it inside for Miller. Miller goes to work against Worth. Kicks it back out. Unrein tips it out. And it will remain Panther basketball. 21 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Phillipsburg leads by 3, 11-8. Signs will inbound for the Panthers. Looking, gets it into Leidig, left corner, now to Keaton, left wing. Keaton gets a screen from Miller. 17 seconds left. Coach Sides wants to reset the offense. So Panthers going to look for the final shot here of the quarter. 10 seconds left. Ty has it in the center circle. He works against Lucas Lane. The Panthers clear out to give Ty room. Leidig going to put up the 3, though, and it's good!
Leidig with the quick trigger on it, got the pass from Sides and quickly pulls it, able to drop it in.
14-8, the Phillipsburg Panthers lead after 1. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. At the end of the first quarter, Phillipsburg leads TMP 14-8. Robbie, Panthers shooting pretty good there in that first quarter.
They are shooting really good in that first quarter. They're at 3 of 5 from the three-point line, 5 of 11 from the field, then 1 of 3 from the free throw line. So they're doing a great job shooting here tonight so far in this game, doing everything they can to keep things going. As for the Monarchs, well, they're struggling a little bit, kind of like in the girls' games, getting things going. As they're 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 3 of 10 from the field, and then free throw line's being nice for them as they're 2 of 2.
So TMP basketball to start the second quarter. Again, there you go, left to right on your radio dial as Schulte falls to the ground. Keeps his dribble, though. Nice job by Schulte as he takes it all the way home. Count the basket. He's heading the line for an and one.
So that was a great job there by Schulte, splitting the defense, getting the foul at the last second, and getting the layup.
Leidig takes a seat. Jeremy Ford into the ball game. 14-8. Well, 14-10 now as Schulte got the basket to fall. He's going to try to make it a three-point game with this free throw. That was his first points of the ball game. So leading scorer for the Monarchs. Took him a little while to get going, but maybe that's what he needed as he misses the free throw, though. Sides comes down with the rebound, his fourth. Ty, free throw line. Now to Joel Ford inside for Jeremy. Jeremy at the left block, works against Dylan Worth, and going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, that's once again kind of like he done earlier, trying to get Worth to go one way, and just gets that back pivot foot to slide a little bit on him.
So ball goes back to TMP. Phillipsburg has a 4-point lead, 14-10, 7.5 to go in the first half. They get it inside for Worth. Worth kicks it out right corner. Schulte three, no good, too hard that time. Jeremy Ford comes down with the rebound, his second. Sides ahead to Keaton. Keaton drives into the baseline. Now Kagan back out left wing. Sides with it between the circles. Picks up his dribble to Keaton left wing. Kagan puts up the three. No good. That time off the front of the iron. Gets his own rebound, though. Now down to the baseline to Joel Ford. Ford gets it stripped by Schulte into the hands of Bryce Side. And now a foul going to be called here on the Panthers. Their fourth team foul. And it's going to be on Joel Ford, his first.
Foul number 21, Joel Ford, his first personal, 14.
7 minutes left to go in the first half. Rad Rodriguez is going to make his first appearance in the ball game, the 6-foot freshman. And Ethan Miller going to take a seat. Rad's put in some great time here for the Panthers in his freshman campaign. It's now his first action in this one here in the second quarter. Just under 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Worth goes to work inside. Fakes right, goes left, quick spin move, no good. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Great move by Worth, just couldn't get the ball to fall for him as Keaton has a wide open left wing three. That one rattles out, no good. Rebound, fought for. Unrein comes down with it, his second. Passes it ahead to Schulte. Schulte skip pass to Lang. Lang, left corner three, no good. Rebounded by Worth. Worth kicks it back out to Schulte. Back inside for Worth. Inside for Unrein, good.
Great look to catch Unrein as he was cutting through the lane there. Able to get the quick bounce pass to him, and he takes it right up for the layup.
And Jeremy gets called for the travel as he was found an opening towards the basket, just couldn't get the ball down quick enough. Gets called for the travel. 6:14 left to go in the first half. TMP's cut the lead down to 2, 14-12, as they're on a 4-0 run to start this second quarter. End of the ball game, Trenton Romey. He's a 6'3 senior for the Monarchs. Romey inbounds to Seib. Bryce Seib going to bring it up the court, working against Kagan Keaton out front. Down to the right wing, it goes the basketball to Schulte. Schulte on the dribble, top of the key now. Picks it up to the right wing, goes the basketball to Lucas Lang. Lang back around to Schulte left wing. They look inside, get it to Worth. Worth, turn around, shot in the paint, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford, his third. Joel Ford brings it up the court now for the Panthers. Gets a screen out front from Jeremy. Joel on the dribble. He's going to drive in, left block, and he gets called for the travel.
As all of a sudden the Panthers kind of got a travel bug going on here, as a couple different times down the court they're getting hit with that travel. Look down the other end of the court, and you can see Coach Sides out there on the court trying to get an explanation of why he gets all of a sudden getting travels called against him.
The first couple made sense. That one I thought that he took the proper amount of steps, but I guess not, as Schulte fires up the three, and it's good. That puts the Monarchs ahead by 1, 15-14, as Jeremy has it out to the left wing to Kagan Keaton. Keaton out front to Joel Ford and around to Ty Sides right wing. They look inside for Jeremy, get it to him at the right block. He works against Worth. Spin move, turn around, shot just off, rebounded by Jackson Schulte, his third rebound. Schulte leads the break for the Monarchs. Down to the right wing to Seib. Seib looking, now takes one dribble, bounce pass to Schulte, right wing. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. TMP now leads by 1, 15-14. They trailed 14-8 coming into this second quarter. So it's been all Monarchs so far as Jeremy Ford picks up the foul. That'll be his second and the fifth Panthers team foul.
Jeremy's having a tough task here once again, guarding Worth underneath the basket. Worth got position on him, got post up. They went to lob it into him. And evidently Jeremy got him with a little bit of push as he was trying to get in position for Worth to go to work underneath the basket.
Ford takes a seat. Inbounds pass goes into the Panther student section, so it will be Panther basketball. A little miscommunication there. Looks like now we're ready to go. As Devin Johnson inbounds at two Ty Sides, as Johnson just came back in for Jeremy Ford after Jeremy had picked up that second foul. Sides down the left corner to Keaton. They get it inside for Johnson. Johnson back out to Keaton left wing. Out front to Sides. 4:40 left to go in the first half. TMP leads by 1, 15-14. Sides works against Lane. Kicks it out left corner. Just a little too high for Kagan that time. And it goes out of bounds. It will be TMP basketball. Cade Harris back in. Bryce Seib takes a seat. Don't see those two not on the same page very often. That time Ty just a little too high on that pass.
I'll say they're still on the same page, just Ty was a little bit quicker on turning the page as he got that pass up there a little bit high for Keaton. Keaton not able to go up and grab it.
Johnson going to get called for the foul. Dylan Worth will head to the free throw line for the Monarchs. 6th Panther team foul and 2nd on Devin Johnson.
Monarchs looking to try to get Worth going underneath the basket here. That's the 3rd or 4th time they've went straight down the court, found him underneath the basket. This time getting a foul.
Can't hit that free throw. He scored the Monarchs' first 4 points of the ball game. Has not scored since, as they now have 15 and lead 15-14. And gets that one to fall. His first point since early in the ball game. He's got 5, and TMP's on an 8-0 run to start this second quarter as they trailed 14-8 to start the second quarter and now lead 16-14. Joel Ford in the center circle to Ty Sides left wing. Sides gets the screen from Rodriguez. Now gives it to Rad. Rad on the drive. Bounce pass around to Joel Ford, right wing. Joel drives baseline. And Jackson Schulte going to get called for the foul. His first personal foul, 5th Monarchs team foul.
We're going to get Schulte with a little block there as Keaton driving towards the lane. Schulte just staying there on his hip a little bit too tight, getting called for that block.
Jesse Blackburn in the ball game. He is a 5'11 sophomore. As Kagan Keaton takes a seat. Joel Ford has it, 3 on its way. No good. Rebound by Rad Rodriguez. Out to Ty. Sides down to the baseline, picks up his dribble. Now looking to pass off. Skip pass to Blackburn. Jesse wide open 3. Left that one just short off the front of the iron. Rebound tracked down by Lucas Lane. His first rebound of the ball game. 16-14. TMP leads by 2. 3:40 left to go in the first half. Schulte has it left wing. Down to the baseline to Worth. Back out Schulte. Open for 3. Buries another one.
Good look there by Worth. Got the pass. Kind of looked like he was going to go to work, and all of a sudden find Schulte wide open.
Blackburn right wing with it. On the dribble, works against Cade Harris. Harris comes away with the steal. Harris bounce pass to Schulte. Layup is good.
Schulte getting a friendly bounce on that one as the layup went up and just kind of bounces all over the rim before it falls through for him.
Timeout by the Panthers. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. Chuck Newland, Jim Jetsray alongside Robbie Gibson. 13-0 run for the TMP Monarchs to start this second quarter as Phillipsburg led 14-8 after the first quarter. TMP now up by 7, 21-14. So a 13-0 run for the Monarchs to start the second. And they lead by 7. Lucas Lane, Cade Harris, Jackson Schulte, Trenton Romey, and Dylan Worth for the Monarchs. Jesse Blackburn, Joel Ford, Rad Rodriguez, Devin Johnson, and Ty Sides for the Panthers. Panther basketball out of the timeout. They go right to left on your radio dial. Sides hands it off to Blackburn, who hands it off to Joel Ford. And miscommunication there. Ball goes into the foyer out there, and it will be TMP basketball as Gavin Unrein back in. Trenton Romey going to take a seat.
Not sure who that ball was originally intended for, as it was kind of lobbed up high there as Side was in that area, and so was Rodriguez. Just kind of both of them looking to go do something else as the ball goes over their head.
Kagan Keaton back in. Jeremy Ford back in. Joel takes a seat. Rad Rodriguez takes a seat. Harris has it right side. Out front to Schulte. Puts up another 3. No good this time. Left that one just short. Rebounded by Kagan Keaton. Keaton leads the break to Johnson. Johnson drives in, and a foul going to be called here on the Monarchs. Their 16th foul. Fouls on Cade Harris, his first. I guess that's Cade's second personal, 17th foul. Harris going to take a seat. Bryce Side back into the ball game for the Monarchs. 2:47 left to go. In this first half, TMP leads 21-14. Devin Johnson with a chance to end the 13-0 run for the Monarchs. Cannot. Rebound, fought for. Jackson Schulte tracks it down. His 4th rebound. Schulte down to the right corner to Lang. Lang out front to Unrein. Around the side, down to Schulte, left corner. 3 on its way. That one's good.
Quick trigger from the corner able to drop in another three-pointer for the Monarchs.
Schulte hadn't scored in the first quarter. Took him till the second quarter to score. He's got 13 to lead the way. Ty Sides three on its way, no good. Rebound fought for, and Kagan Keaton going to get called for the foul. His first personal foul, 7th Panthers team foul.
Keaton just trying to go for the loose ball as it went off the rim long. Keaton just getting called with a little bit of a push there as once again going for that loose ball.
16-0 run for TMP to start the second quarter. They went from being down 14-8 to up by 10, 24-14. 2:19 left to go here in the half, and Bryce Side with a chance to extend the 10-point lead. Does so on the first. Ethan Leidig back into the ballgame for the Panthers. Devin Johnson takes the seat. 2:19 left to go in this first half, 25-14. And a lane violation on the Monarchs, so it will be Phillipsburg basketball. Joel Ford into the ball game, and Jesse Blackburn takes a seat. 2:19 left to play here in the first half, 25-14. The TMP Monarchs lead the Phillipsburg Panthers. Joel Ford has it now to Ty Sides. Sides kicks it out to Keaton right corner. Keaton to the right elbow, out front to Ford. Joel going to drive in, works against Jackson Schulte. Spin move at the right block, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ford, put back by Ford, no good. Rebounded by Worth. Saib ahead to Unrein. Unrein drives in, kicks it out left corner. Schulte three, that one no good. Rebound tracked down by Ty Sides, his 5th. Ty leads it ahead to Leidig. Leidig left wing with it, back out front to Sides. Ty scored the first points of the ball game. He hit a 3, has not scored since. 25-14 with 1:38 left to go. TMP leads Phillipsburg. Sides, top of the key with it. Step back 3 for Ty. No good off the front of the iron that time. Rebound tracked down by Bryce Seib, his first rebound. Seib brings it up the court. Ahead to Unrein. Unrein around to Lucas Lang. Lang back around to Schulte. Schulte drives in. He's going to get called for the charge. His second personal foul. 8th Monarch team foul. And Ethan Leidig is now the leader on the team, and charge is taken with his 5th.
Jackson Schulte dropped his shoulder, got into Leidig with it. So quick charge foul there as Leidig just barely got into position when he took that charge.
Sides to Ford. Joel 3 on its way. Good!
High arc there for Joel Ford, able to get that one to fall through the net.
That ended the 17-0 run the Monarchs were on to start this second quarter as they trailed at one point, 14-8. Now lead 27-17 as Dylan Worth gets the points. He's got 7. And the Monarchs regain a 10-point lead, 27-17. Keaton with it out front, 37 seconds left to go. Sides inside for Jeremy Ford. Ford at the right block, working against Dylan Worth on the dribble. Bounce pass inside for Sides, kicks out the Leidig left corner 3 for Ethan Leidig. No good. Rebound by Dylan Worth, his 4th. They get it ahead to Unrein. Unrein loses the handle on it, stolen away by Jeremy Ford, his first steal of the ball game. Joel has it now. 17 seconds left to go in this half. Ford dribbles over left side, gets a screen from Jeremy. Now finds Sides out front. Left side 3 on its way, off the glass and good for Ty.
Well, Ty just opened up the banks way late here in this evening.
As that is going to do it for the first half. TMP leads by 7, 27-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap up this first half. You're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. 6 in the second quarter. The lead by 7 here at halftime, 27-20. Leading away for the Monarchs, 13 points for Jackson Schulte, all those coming in the second quarter. They have 7 from Dylan Worth, 1 for Brightside, 6 for Gavin Unrein. For the Panthers, 3 for Ethan Whited, 4 for Caden Keaton, 6 for Ty Side, 2 for Ethan Miller, 5 for Joel Ford. Robbie, how's that for us? For the Panthers, they're 5 of 14 from the three-point line, 7 of 23 from the field, 1 of 4 from Tipton taking on Chase, the Cats at Chase. The other games, Lincoln and Rock Hills and the Tillman Pike Valley, they both got canceled this evening. In the Western Kansas Liberty League, Heartland Christian at Northern Valley, Trifling Brewster at Cheyenne, Golden Plains at Wheeler Grinnell, and Weston at Logan Palco, and Dayton at Western Plains Healy. In the Northwest Kansas League, Rollins County is at Clinton, Wallace County at St. Francis, Greeley County at Deerfield, and North Central Activities Association Republic County at Ellsworth, and Sacred Heart at Council Grove. So that's kind of a breakdown for you of the other games going on. We'll have that full rundown of the scores coming up in our scoreboard show from 10 until 11 later on this evening. And we'll also have that full rundown of regional wrestling as well coming up in the scoreboard show. Our final 2-minute timeout when we come back. Robbie sees the victory, and the second half is you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. I didn't know Jay was one that started that. I'm pretty sure. Didn't sound different, though. Huh? Robbie, let's get your keys to victory for both teams.
For the Panthers, they got to come off their screens tight. When your teammate's setting a screen for you, you got to rub your shoulder as you go by and make your defender have to go through that screen to get open. As the Panthers, they've been coming off their screens and they've been 2 or 3 feet away from each other, allowing their defender to slide with them. So the screen is not working there for them. And then for the Monarchs, they got to continue winning that turnover battle. They only have 3 there through that first half. They got to continue winning that turnover battle, and that's helped them get this kind of lead that they got. Not much of a lead, but it's still a lead nonetheless coming out of halftime here. So they got to continue winning that turnover battle and continue going down that path that they're going down to forcing some turnovers as well. That's what I have for these two teams.
All right, 27-20. TMP leads by 7. The Panthers started to get hot there as those 6 points for the Panthers on 2 3-pointers with like a minute and a half left to go for both of those here in that second quarter. Panther basketball to start this third quarter. Sides with it out front. Picks up his dribble between the circles to Keaton, right wing. Keaton on the drive to the free throw line. Backside pass for Leidig. Leidig up to the left wing. Now between the circles to Keaton. Keaton down to the left wing. Hands it off to Leidig there. Ethan Leidig on the drive now to Joel Ford, right wing. Inside for Jeremy. Jeremy at the right elbow. Side saves it from going back court. Gets into the hands of Jeremy. Now to Keaton. Keaton finds an opening. Tipped out by Bryce Seib. And it will be TMP basketball. As ball is now up for grabs as Wentling lost it. Jeremy Ford comes back away with the basketball. Hands it off to Ty Sides. Sides ahead to Keaton. Keaton down to the right corner to Ford. Ford dribbles up to the right wing to Jeremy at the right elbow. Jeremy Ford with it now. Back out to Joel. And stolen away by Schulte. Schulte on the fast break layup. Good. He's got 15. All those coming in the last 2 quarters. He did not score in the first quarter. Sides kicks it out to Joel Ford. Steps in. Left wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Bryce Seib. His second rebound. Seib behind the back dribble across the timeline. 29-20. TMP leads by 9. 6:45 left to go in the third. Schulte has it. Now to Wentling. Wentling down to the left corner to Lang. Inside for Worth. Worth goes to work inside. Hook shot good.
Worth quickly going to work underneath the basket. Getting a nice look underneath right middle.
Ford blocked by Worth at the basket. Rebound put back by Keaton. No good. And then rebounded by Jason Wentling. And a foul on Keaton, his second.
As Wentling came down with it, Keaton tried to reach in there, grab that ball as he kind of brought it down to Keaton's level. Keaton grabbed his arm instead of the ball.
Leidig takes his seat. Devin Johnson into the ball game. 6:23 left to go in this third quarter. TMP leads by 11, 31-20. Side bounce pass ahead to Schulte, right wing. Schulte looking inside, gets it to Wentling at the free throw line, kicks out to Seib left wing. Seib now to Wentling at the free throw line. Delaying top of the key. 3's on its way. That one's good.
Great help defense there for the Panthers, but not quick enough to get that three-pointer covered up as his defender had stepped in to help Ty, as Ty had stepped in to help on the baseline. All of a sudden, wide open shot from the three-point line.
TMP extends their lead. They now lead by 14, 34-20. 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. Joel Ford with it on the dribble. Down to the right side. Out to Johnson, top of the key. Swings around to Sides left wing. Ty puts up the deep 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Worth. His 5th rebound of the ball game. Passes ball to Seib ahead to Jackson Schulte left corner. Out front to Wentling. Wentling to the free throw line. Drives in and he's going to get called for the travel. So it will be Panther basketball as TMP leads by 14, 34-20. 5:26 left to go into this third quarter. Ty Sides brings it up the court for the Panthers. Now to Joel Ford. Panthers going left to right on your radio dial here in the second half. Keaton has it out front. Keaton on the dribble, hands it off to Ford. Joel Ford crosses over. Free throw line, drives in, picks up his dribble at the right block, and gets it off the glass. Had to work hard for that one, but Joel finally found an opening, gets the points, and the Panthers on the board for the first time here in the second half. They trail 34-22 with just under 5 to go in the third quarter. Schulte kicks it out to Wentling. Right baseline shot for Wentling, rattles out. Rebound put back by Worth. Good.
Monarchs able to get a quick offensive rebound, go right back up along the backboard, get to 2 points.
36-22 TMP leads with 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. Joel Ford to Ty Sides, top of the key. Sides around to Keaton left wing. Gets a screen from Johnson. Keaton left open. Fires up the 3, left it short, no good. And Keaton saves it in, but right into the hands of Jace Wintling. And then the TMP Monarchs lose it out of bounds. It's Unrein and Harris in for TMP. Schulte and Wintling take a seat. Blackburn in, Rodriguez in, Miller in for the Panthers. The only ones to stay in are Joel Ford and Ty Sides. So Blackburn, Rodriguez, Miller, Sides, and Joel Ford for the Panthers as Blackburn will inbound, does so to Sides. 36-22, a 14-point TMP lead. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Sides with it out front. Drives in, kicks out right corner three for Joel Ford. Too hard on that one, no good. Rebounded by Worth. His 7th rebound, 3rd of this third quarter. Harris has it quickly down to Lang, inside for Worth. Worth turnaround, hook shot, good. Nice touch by the big man underneath that time.
Worth definitely using the height advantage on that one. Got it, just turns, goes straight up, able to look over top of everybody there as there's a whole bunch of defenses around him.
Rodriguez can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Worth, his 8th rebound. As the Monarchs push it quickly up the court again. Unrein under top of the key to Lang right wing. 38-22, TMP leads by 16 with 3:40 left to go. Worth again, right block up and good.
Worth going to work underneath the basket, able to get a nice enough pass in there again. Goes up along the backboard with the defender in front of him, but able to get it off the backboard.
He's got 15 points, 8 of those coming here in this third quarter. 40-22, TMP extends their biggest lead. They now lead by 18 as Worth going to get called for the foul. His first personal foul, first Monarch team foul.
Miller got position on Worth, got a good entry pass, got the pivot foot working for him, got him kind of to move to the side, sidestepped him, went up, got Worth behind. Worth coming over top, trying to get that block, getting Miller on the arm.
Miller can't hit the first one. That's what the Panthers' big guys have been trying to do the entire game. It took until 3:20 left to go in the third quarter to get Dylan Worth his first foul.
Worth does a good job on defense, staying in good position, knowing when he has a shot on that one. That one, he just got the arm just a little bit of Miller as the shot went up.
Miller hits the second one. He's got 3 points, and it makes the lead 40-23 for TMP. 3:18 left to go here in the third quarter. TMP gets it inside for Worth. Backside pass for Sibe. Down to the baseline to Unrein. Back out to Sibe. Back to Unrein. Inside for Worth at the left block. One dribble, turn around, hook shot, good.
And the Monarchs, you're definitely trying to get Worth in this game extremely well here in this third quarter. Looking to him get things going.
He's got 10 points in the quarter. He's got 17 for the game, and TMP leads 42-23. As Miller underneath the basket kicks it out to Sides, left corner three, no good. Rebounded by Cade Harris, his first rebound of the ball game. They pass it ahead to Schulte. Schulte tried to get it to Worth, tipped out by Blackburn, and TMP going to have to reset things as Kagan Keaton into the ball game. Joel Ford going to take a seat. Worth takes a seat. Romy into the ball game. Lang into the ball game as well, and Sibe going to take a seat.
Almost looked like they're just trying to get that ball above the rim for Worth to come in from behind and throw it down as he had to quickly pull his hands down as he about hit the rim. Didn't want to do that one.
Romy goes to work inside. His shot no good. Rebounded by Blackburn. Jesse's first rebound. Sides across the court pass to Keaton. Keaton finds an opening all the way to the rack and good.
Quick move there for Keaton, able to get a layup as he was able to beat the Monarchs to the rack.
42-25. Harris puts up the jumper in the paint. No good. Gets his own rebound. Dribbles out now to Schulte out front to Unrein. Back to Harris right wing to Schulte right corner. Schulte out front to Unrein. Back to Schulte right baseline. Out front to Harris. Around to Lang left wing. Lang out front to Schulte. Wide open three on its way for Jackson Schulte. Good. Schulte's got 18. And TMP leads 45-25, a 20-point Monarch lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more third quarter action as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web. A 20-point TMP lead, 45-25 over the Phillipsburg Panthers here in Chuck Newland Gym. As the Monarchs led 27-20 at halftime, they have done nothing but blow that lead wide open as they now lead by 20. 45-25. Ethan Miller, Kagan Keaton, Jesse Blackburn, Joel Ford, and Rad Rodriguez for the Panthers. Cade Harris, Gavin Unrein, Trenton Romy, Lucas Lang, and Jackson Schulte for the TMP Monarchs. Minute 50 left to go here in the third quarter. And TMP leads by 20. Panther basketball, Blackburn out front to Ford. Joel, three on its way, no good. Rebounded by Gavin Unrein, his third rebound. Passes ahead to Lang. Lang quickly down the court, ahead to Harris in the left corner. Now to Unrein. Unrein to Romy, left elbow. Kicks it out to Schulte, top of the key. Back around to Lang. Lang at the top of the key, now to Unrein, right wing. Unrein looks inside for Romy. Instead dribbles back out near half court to Lang, top of the key. Bounce pass to Schulte, right wing. Schulte to the free throw line, now to Harris to Lang, left corner. Back out front to Schulte. Three on its way for Jackson Schulte. That one no good. Hits the basket restraint, and it will be Panther basketball with a minute 11 left to go in the third quarter. TMP leads by 20, 45-25. Jesse Blackburn takes a seat. Tie sides into the ball game. Kagan Keaton brings it up the court this time for the Panthers. Gets the screen out front for Miller. Now gives it back to Miller. Right elbow shot for Ethan. No good. It rattles out. Rebounded by Unrein, his fourth. Unrein quickly up the court. Hands it off to Lucas Lane. Now to the left wing to Harris. Harris all the way around to Schulte. Free throw line jumper for Schulte. This time no good. Rebound tracked down by Harris. Fighting for the basketball, and a travel going to be called on TMP. So Panther basketball. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. TMP leads by 20, 45-25. Miller inbounds to Keaton. Kagan walks it up left to right on your radio dial across the timeline. To the left wing to sides. Out front to Ford, and now to Keaton right wing. Back out front to sides between the circles. Ty works against Lucas Lane, gets a screen from Rodriguez. Ty loses the handle on it, kicks it down the left corner to Ford, inside for Miller. Miller works against Romy, shot is up, no good, rebounded by Lucas Lane, his second rebound. Lang down to Harris, 8 seconds. Harris out to Lang, 5 seconds. Around to Schulte. Schulte drives in, splits the defense off the glass, count the basket, he's heading the line for an and one.
Quick move by Schulte, got the pass, instantly attacks the basket as he splits the defense, going up for the layup, getting the foul out the last second.
Foul's on Rad, his first personal foul. Second Panther team foul the second half, and Jackson Schulte heads to the free throw line with 1.6 seconds left. He's got 20 on the night, all 20 coming here in the second and third quarter. It's on its way off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Joel Ford at the buzzer, hits the rafters, and it will be the end of the third quarter with TMP up 47-25. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this with the fourth quarter as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. To Chuck Newland Gym, Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson. At the end of three, TMP leads 47-25. As the Monarchs outscored the Panthers in that quarter by a score of 20-5. So it will be TMP basketball to start this fourth quarter. As again, they lead 47-25. Ford, Sides, Keaton, and Johnson for the Panthers. Worth, Schulte, Wentling, Seib, and Lang for TMP. As again, it is TMP basketball to start the fourth quarter. Seib to Lang, inside for Worth. Worth turnaround shot is up and good.
Going right back to Worth in this fourth quarter to get things started as Worth once again gets good position and quickly gets the shot up.
Jeremy Ford fires up the three. It's no good. Rebounded by Keaton, his fifth rebound. Gets it out to Sides. Ty works against Lucas Lane, drives inside, and gonna have a foul on the floor. Second team foul on TMP, and the first on Lucas Lang.
Yeah, Sides looks to get Slings driving towards the basket on that one. Gets fouled right as he gets there to try to get that shot off.
Joel Ford with it. Inbounds to Jeremy. Now to Kagan Keaton, right wing. Back to Ford. Joel puts up the right corner three. It's good.
Joel with a quick shot from the corner as he had a defender there, able to ignore his defender, gets the shot to fall for him.
Joel Ford, the only Panther in double digits. He's got 10 on the evening. Worth has it again inside. They give it to Seib. Seib loses the handle on it, picks it back up at the right elbow, out to Worth, right corner. Back to Seib. 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Seib has it right wing. TMP leads 49-28. And Seib gets called for the double dribble, so the ball goes back into the hands of the Phillipsburg Panthers with 6:56 left to go. TMP leads 49-28. Keaton inbounds at two sides. Ty brings it up, calling out the offense. Dribbles over to the right side, hands it off to Joel Ford, right wing. Out front to Keaton, now to sides left wing. Backdoor pass for Joel Ford, up and good.
Good look to catch Joel Ford cutting backdoor. Lobbed it up there for him, caught it up in the air, put it up off the backboard before it even comes down for that little alley-oop.
19-point lead for TMP, 49-30. Worth, right block, off the glass and good. Dylan Worth has 21. He now has regained the scoring lead from Jackson Schulte, and a block going to be called on Lucas Lang, his third Monarch team foul. So Schulte again did not score in the first quarter. He's got 20. Dylan Worth has 21, and TMP leads 51-30. Sides to inbound after the foul on Lucas Lang. Keaton gets the inbounds pass. He works against Bryce Seib, drives in, off the glass, and good.
Good job there by Keaton, able to split the defense to get that layup as he had to get through past two of them right to the middle of the lane.
Wentling drives in, tipped out by Devin Johnson. Johnson comes away with the steal, hands it off to sides. Ty, a pair of threes in the first half, and no good that time, though. Rebounded by Jeremy Ford. And then a foul going to be called. Oh, got called for the travel.
I think it was a travel. I didn't get my head quite turned
I just
up.
saw bodies hitting the floor, so I figured it was a foul.
It's about like what I did. I looked up and the whistle was blowing as I looked up and people were on the floor.
Worth gets it out front to Seib, between the circles, back to Worth, right elbow. Gets a screen, inside for Wentling, tipped out by Jeremy Ford, picked up by Johnson. Three on its way for Keaton. It rattles in and good.
Keaton, the friend was extremely nice to him on that one as it hit every part of that rim and finally falls through for him.
He's got 11. He leads second in scoring for the Panthers as Joel Ford has 12. Schulte up and good.
Schulte got in the corner, took the baseline, able to drive the baseline, get a layup before the Panthers able to collapse onto him.
Schulte regains the scoring lead for the Monarchs. He's got 22. Dylan Worth has 21. 53-35, TMP leads Phillipsburg. 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Joel Ford out front to Ty Sides. Sides picks up his dribble out front to Jeremy. Back to Sides. Ty going to reset the offense between the circles. Jeremy Ford left wing. Inside for Devin Johnson. Up and good.
Good look to catch Johnson as Johnson cutting across the middle lane. Able to get a quick pass into him, and he turns, goes up along the backboard with no defender there in front of him.
First points of the ball game for Devin Johnson, and a foul going to be called here. Third team foul on the Panthers. Fouls on Kagan Keaton, his third. Chase Wentling takes a seat. Gavin Unrein into the ball game. Devin Johnson takes a seat for the Panthers. Brad Rodriguez into the ball game. 4:35 left to go in this game. TMP leads 53-37. Lang has it out front to Unrein. Now to Seib, right wing. Seib inside for Dylan Worth. Worth off the glass and good as he used the power dribble that time. So Worth showing his full arsenal here. He's used the soft touch. He's used the power dribble and more here tonight as he's got 23 points as Rad Rodriguez has it inside out to Keaton left wing. Out front to sides, 55-37. TMP leads with 4:08 left to go in the ball game. Jeremy Ford right wing with it. Inside for Rodriguez, up and good.
Great look to catch Rodriguez as he cut back door. The Panthers able to use the backdoor cut here in this game and get some quick layups.
55-39 as Rad gets his first points of the ball game. 3:53 left to go here in this Varsity Boys matchup. And again, TMP leads 55-39. Unrein with it, left side. Looking. Gets it out front to Lucas Lang. Lang down to the right wing to Seib. They look inside for Worth. Instead, go to Schulte, now to Worth at the right block. Worth is going to get called for the charge. His second foul, fourth Monarch team foul. And, well, Jeremy Ford had lost his lead in charges taken for the team momentarily. He and Ethan Leidig both have 5 charges taken on the seasons. They both picked up one of those this game. As TMP wants a timeout, we'll take it with them as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web. Welcome back to Chuck Newland Gym. Jesse Ray alongside Robbie Gibson as the TMP Monarchs lead the Phillipsburg Panthers here in the fourth quarter of this boys varsity matchup, 55-39. As we get set here, 3.5 left to go in this ball game. Jeremy Ford, Ty Sides, Kagan Keaton, Joel Ford, and Rad Rodriguez for the Panthers. Jackson Schulte, along with Dylan Worth, Gavin Unrein, Bryce Seib, and Lucas Lang for the TMP Monarchs. Panther basketball, Joel Ford has it right wing. Now to Keaton, top of the key. Keaton loses the handle on it. Ty Sides tracks it down, 3:15 and counting left to go. Sides to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back out front to Sides. Sides left elbow jumper, good.
Sides with a quick trigger on that one as he had his defender there, but kind of made a little bit of a move, got the gap, got the shot up.
Ty has 8 points. That's his first points since the second quarter when he hit a 3. Worth again goes to work. Now to Schulte. Down to the left baseline to Unrein. 2:50 left to go in the ball game. TMP leads 55-41. Unrein drives all the way and leaves it off for Worth. Layup good.
Unrein able to draw the defense to him. Left Worth open. Worth quickly gets 2 points on the backboard.
57-41. 2:35 left to go in the ball game. TMP leads Phillipsburg. Sides puts up the top of the key 3. Left that one short. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Rad with it. Out to Joel Ford, right wing. Ford on the dribble. Resets the offense. Down to Rodriguez, left wing. 2:20 left to go. Sides has it out front. Now to Ford, right wing. Joel inside for Rodriguez. Up. Blocked from behind by Unrein. Out of bounds, and it will remain Panther basketball. Into the ball game going to be Cade Harris. Jackson Schulte going to take his seat. Schulte has 22 points. As Ty Sides inbounds to Joel Ford, left wing. Ford out to Ty Sides. Sides resets the offense with 2:05 left to go in the ball game, and TMP up 57-41. Rodriguez out front to Ford, now to Sides, left wing. Sides bounce pass inside for Rodriguez, and he'll head to the free throw line as Worth comes flying through there. His third personal foul, 5th Monarch team foul.
Worth coming through there trying to get a massive block on Rodriguez. Instead of getting a block, getting a foul as he runs just body to body into Rodriguez.
Minute 57 left to play. Rad trying to cut it into the 57-41 lead. Can't with the first one. Again, TMP leading 57-41. Second one for Rodriguez. No good. Rebound put back by Jeremy Ford. Count the basket. Jeremy's headed to the line for an and one.
Jeremy getting out of the rebound stance quickly, getting into the lane, able to beat his guy there. Gets the rebound, goes right back up strong with it, and gets fouled and rewarded with 2 points.
Unrein picks up his second personal foul, 6 Monarch team fouls. So Jeremy at the free throw line, his first points of the ball game right there. As he gets set for the and one, it is good. Jeremy Ford has 3. Again, his first game back in a while as he suffered a concussion against Norton in the 5th place game of the tournament. That's the last time he's played, so he's been gone for almost a full month here as Joel Ford comes away with the steal. And Ty Sides tracks down the loose ball as Ty just using that quickness as Kagan puts up the 3. Left that one short. It looked good from here. Just a little too, not enough on that one as, again, that one looked perfect at this angle as it's picked up by the Monarchs. Seib has it. Tipped out by Keaton. Kagan tried to save it in. Couldn't. Goes out of bounds with a minute 21 left to play. TMP leads 57-44.
Keaton is using every little bit of inch long that he could, trying to get that ball saved back in. Not able to do so, but quick hands to get it tipped out of there.
Blackburn back into the ball game for the Panthers. So Jeremy Ford takes a seat. Minute 21 left to play. TMP leads 57-44. Lang has it. Across the court pass to Seib. Seib. Back to Harris. Harris out front to Unrein. Down to the right corner to Lang. Lang looks inside, and Kagan Keaton going to foul him. His 4th personal foul. 4th Panthers team foul.
As the Monarchs looking to try to pass the ball completely across court, trying to do everything they can to make the Panthers have to try to keep up with the ball and just waste a lot of time.
Worth has it out front now to Lucas Lang. A minute left to play in this ball game. TMP leads 57-44. Harris to Unrein. Unrein with it out front. Back around to Lang. Lang inside for Seib. Tipped out by Rodriguez. Fight for the ball is up, and Unrein tracks it back down. Worth in the right corner out front to Seib. 45 seconds left to go. Worth with it on the dribble between the circles. Back around to Lang. Lang to Seib. 38 seconds left to go. 57-44. TMP leads Phillipsburg in this boys varsity matchup. As Lang on the dribble, picks it up, he's trapped. Skip pass to Unrein right side. Behind the back dribble to Seib. Back to Unrein, 20 seconds left. Down to the right corner to Harris. Harris on the dribble up to the right wing. It looks like, well, that may do it as the Panthers have backed off. Harris holds on to it with 10 seconds left. And TMP is going to win this ball game 57-44. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be back to wrap up this ball game as you're listening to Panther Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web.